SimDCsReviews. I'm back in yet another video, and today's video is going to be a heavily coveted video that has been talked about probably for the last maybe 2 years or so now. It's a big video, and I'm positive, I'm probably going to get a lot of dislikes on this video. But if you hear me out and you understand where I'm coming from, you'll understand why my choice is what choice I made in this video. Now, this topic has been up for discussion for, like I said, probably about 2 years now, maybe even longer than that. And the topic is, who would win in a fight, Superman or Goku? Now, when I analyze this, the reason why it took so long, because remember, in my last video was my review for Dragon Ball Super episode 70, and I told you guys in that video that I would be doing this video. It's now what? Wednesday? I believe it's Wednesday morning. It's now Wednesday, and from Saturday to today, I've been doing my own, research, analysis, so on and so forth. However, I'm not going to get into the logistics of it. I'm going to give you guys the main reasons why I feel one would beat the other. I'm not going to talk about how, the feats of Superman Prime versus the feats of Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken times 10. I'm not going to talk about none of that. I'm not going to talk about none of that. That's for Death Battle and Screw Attack and all those other channels to do. I'm just going to give you guys my opinion on the situation, and I'm going to give you guys my reasoning on why one would beat the other. So let's just get straight into it. When it comes to the fight between Goku and Superman, there is a clear winner. Clear winner. And before I even tell you guys who the winner is, let me say something so that you guys could just understand where I'm coming from. I am a completely unbiased source when it comes to this situation right here. My channel originally started out as a DC channel. 100% DC. It was going to be DC animated movies. It was going to be DC television shows. It was going to be DC movies. I think my first review for this channel was Batman and Son. The Son of Batman. I believe that was my first review for this channel. It might have been Bad Blood. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it was Son of Batman was my first review for this channel. But within the last 3 months, you guys have seen I have branched off from DC and I started doing anime. Dragon Ball to be exact. Dragon Ball Super to be exact. So for like the last 3 months, I haven't done any DC stuff at all. I've done all Dragon Ball Super stuff. So, as you know, with that said, I went from DC to Dragon Ball. And I'm going to start doing more DC content as, time passes. I said to you guys, I'm going to do more DC content because that was my channel originally was DC channel. So technically, this could technically be kind of my first DC oriented video in a while because it's a DC character versus a Dragon Ball character. So it's the best of both worlds, basically. But anyway, like I said, this is going to be a fight between the two Titans, Goku versus Superman. And honestly, it's a clear-cut winner. And that winner is Superman. It's Superman, guys. It's not even close. Here's why. In my opinion, Goku has 2 chances of beating Superman. One, they have to be in the DC universe if they're fighting. If they're in the DC universe and they're fighting, then Goku has a chance. Here's why Goku has a chance. Because Kryptonite exists in the DC universe. The Red Sun exists in the DC universe. Because of those 2 things, Goku has a chance. Here's the problem with that, though. First of all, Goku would need to know that Superman's weakness is Kryptonite. That's number 1. Number 2, he would need to know that his weakness is the Red Sun. Number 3, he would need to know how to find Kryptonite or how to get to a planet with a red sun. Number 4, he would need to know how to use it on Superman. The reason why Batman can beat Superman is because Batman is so intelligent that he has Batman in different comics, Batman has synthesized kryptonite to create it as a gas that will literally go into Superman's lungs and attack him from the inside out. So yes, Batman can beat Superman because Batman has prep. Batman has done things where Batman has contingencies for every Justice League member, past, present, and obviously gonna be the future too, as long as he's alive. So Batman can do that. Goku, on the other hand, cannot. Goku, first of all, he's not as smart as Batman, number 1. Second of all, if they are not fighting in the DC universe, if they are fighting in the Dragon Ball universe, he has no chance against Superman. No chance at all. Now, before you guys think, oh well, your channel was originally DC channel, you're biased. Again, I am not biased. I do not really like Superman at all. I'm being 100% real with y'all. If I'm being real, I am not a big Superman fan. Why? Because if you watch my video from 2 weeks ago with the episode with Arale, I was speaking about how Arale, One Punch Man, Superman, they're gag characters. The type of characters that they are characters that are just so overpowered that they can't be beaten. That's why it's so big, and that's why people love Batman so much when it comes to fighting Superman, because Batman is nothing more than a human. A bullet to the head, a bullet to the back of the head from Bruce Wayne will kill him. Bruce Wayne can be assassinated, but he can beat Superman because he uses his intelligence and his mind. He's nothing more than me. He's nothing more than you. That's why people love the idea of Batman beating Superman. That's why I love the idea of Batman beating Superman. But when it comes to Superman, and it comes to feats, when it comes to fighting, when it comes to completely no holds bar fighting to the death, no one can really beat Superman because Superman gets as powerful as he needs to be. Goku, on the other hand, can get tired, as we saw in the tournament. Goku used Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10 against Hit. He couldn't sustain that power. His body was giving out on him. It was so straining that it would actually kill him. It was killing him. It was killing him, guys. He quit. He stepped out of the ring because he knew there's nothing I can do. I can't. You're going to continue to get better, Hit. You're going to continue to use your time skip ability, and eventually it's going to get to the point where I can't keep up with you. He knew that, so he walked out of the ring because there was nothing he can do. He knew that Barris and Chopper they're just fighting for their egos. He knew that, so he's like, you know what, just forget it. I'm not even gonna worry about it. He can get tired. Goku has lost fights on numerous occasions. And yes, Superman has lost fights too. But the way Superman is written to always be able to come back and be stronger. Like, you guys don't understand. I really don't really like Superman. Like, on a level of just like comic book, lore, I don't really like Superman. There are a couple comic books that I love of Superman. A couple really good written comic books. But overall, as a character, I don't really like Superman because Superman is just an overpowered character. I do not like the gag of, oh, I get beat up, but you know what? I'm just going to come back and I'm going to be even stronger. I like to show you guys, or I like to talk to you guys about the final episode of Justice League. If you ever watched Justice League Unlimited, in the final episode, Darkseid returns from the dead to basically take over the world. In the last few moments of the episode, Superman says something that's very telling about his power. You know what he says to Darkseid? He walks up to Darkseid, says, you know what? For too long, I've been holding back my power. For too long, I don't throw my punches. I hold back. But you know what? Finally, there's someone where I can unleash my full power on. Finally, there's someone who can take the beating. And he punched Darkseid across the entire city of Metropolis through buildings. Darkseid is a god, guys. Like, he's a god. And again, I'm not going to talk about feats. I'm not going to talk about Superman pulling planets. I'm not going to talk about him benching over what was it, 4 quintillion tons. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about none of those feats because honestly, those feats are stupid to me and I don't like them because again, the way the comic book writers wrote him was, oh, we're just going to write him to do all these amazing things that no one can beat him. If I'm being honest, there are a lot of characters that can beat Superman, but Goku's not one of them. He's not. I'm sorry. He's not one of them. I could talk about numerous Marvel characters that will dominate Superman. Vulcan. A lot of people don't know who Vulcan is. Vulcan is Gabriel Summers. He is the brother of Scott Summers, who's Cyclops. Vulcan has control over all energy within the universe. Superman Prime lives on the sun, comes back Superman Prime. Vulcan can literally take the energy out of his body. Vulcan can control all forms of energy in the universe. Someone like Sentry can beat Superman. But these are god level characters. Yes, Goku is a god. Super Saiyan God. Yes, he is a god. But at the same time, Goku has limits. He has limits. Superman doesn't have limits, and it sucks because that's the way they write him. He doesn't have limits. New 52 Superman learned how to do a supernova. Like, why? They just give him more powers to make him just a better character overall. And it's the kind of the same way with Dragon Ball, if I'm being honest. You guys know about my rants. When I talked about how Goku always gets the final blow. Goku always gets this. He always gets that. It's the same way. Goku is an emulation of Superman. Goku's character of how he gets the final blow, of how he always ascends to another level. He's always on top of being the powerful at the top. Goku's character is an emulation of Superman. He's an emulation of Superman. So at the end of the day, I cannot say that Goku would beat him. I'll give you another example. Justice League #2, Rebirth, that just came out a couple months ago. Extinction Machines. That's the title of it. Extinction Machines. In Extinction Machines, there are these 4 godlike, I forgot what they're called, but they're like these godlike creatures who are trying to destroy the planet and create a brand new planet, basically. Superman was given a task by Batman. You know what his task was? To fly through Earth to the core of the Earth and destroy these 4 pillars that were giving these 4 godly creatures their power. Superman went to the middle, the core of the Earth and did that. No problem. He didn't have a new suit. He didn't have any type of extra added power. Nothing. Just went there and did the job. 2 episodes ago in Dragon Ball Super. No, 3 episodes ago in Dragon Ball Super, I believe. No, 2. It was 2. 2 episodes ago in Dragon Ball Super. Bulma gave Goku a task to go to the middle of the Earth and get her that rock, so that rock she can use to build her time machine. Goku needed a suit to do it because the core of the Earth is too hot for him to survive. He's a god, guys. He's a Super Saiyan God now, so that shouldn't even been an issue. But at the same time, he has limits. He has limits. If we're going to talk about fighting Superman, we can't even put Goku in the category. And this is another thing that I cannot stand about the way people write their characters. Excuse me. This is another thing I cannot stand about the way people write their characters. We look at Goku like Goku's just this pillar of power. He's the strongest Saiyan. And Goku is not even the strongest Saiyan right now. So why are we talking about Goku fighting Superman? If anything, we should be talking about Vegeta fighting Superman, right? And of course, you guys are gonna say, some people are gonna say, not all you guys, but some of you guys are gonna say, oh well, Vegeta's your favorite character, you're biased. No, it's not biased, it's factual. Vegeta at the end of the last arc, the Future Trunks arc, Vegeta is the strongest Saiyan. We know this because Vegeta is the one who beat Black, who is stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10. Vegeta is the one who caused Black to actually get more powerful by using the scythe in anger to power him. That was Vegeta, not Goku. So if Goku's not even the strongest Saiyan right now, then why are we even comparing him to Superman? Goku's not even the strongest person in Dragon Ball, period. If anything, we should say Beerus versus Superman. Beerus can beat Superman. Oh, no doubt. Let me tell you why. Because that Hakai attack erases you from existence. If Beerus can do it, then we know Whis can. If Whis can do it, we know Champa and Vados can. If they can do it, we know the High Priest can. If the High Priest can do it, you know damn well Zeno can. Like, there are a bunch of other characters in Dragon Ball who can beat Superman, without a doubt. But we use Goku as the limit. We put him as the limit. Oh, Goku can do this, Goku do that. We put Goku versus One Punch Man. We put Goku versus this person and that person, and this person, that person. No. At some point we have to look at what we're given with our own eyes, and we have to say, okay, this makes sense. This doesn't make sense. I can't put this guy on a pedestal at the top because he's not even supposed to be there. He's not even supposed to be there. Goku's not even the strongest Saiyan right now. As of right now, Goku is not the strongest Saiyan. And if he does indeed die from hit, he won't be the strongest Saiyan at all in this arc unless he trains in Otherworld and comes back with a new technique or just more power. Unless that's the case, then fine. He'll be stronger and he'll remain stronger for a while, and then Vegeta will surpass him. That's just how it works. Every arc, there's someone stronger than the other, and the other person surpasses. That's just how it works. It just goes back and forth. That's what a rivalry is between Vegeta and Goku. That's what it is. But anyway, like I said, to me it's a clear answer that it's Superman, because Superman doesn't have limits. He gets as powerful as he needs to be. Oh, I die versus Doomsday. Oh, well, technically I don't die, so I'm just going to let the sun heal my body, and then I'm going to come back even stronger, and then I'm going to, that's just how he's written, and I don't like that about how writers write stuff. I want a character who in many ways can lose and come back. That's a part of life. You're not going to win every battle. You got to lose some. Floyd Mayweather walks around and says he's the greatest boxer of all time. Me, personally, I don't believe it. Why? Because he's undefeated as a professional? Well, Floyd Mayweather lost fights before he was a professional. So how is he the best? That doesn't make any sense. You can't say you're the best. You can't say you're the greatest because you're undefeated, but you've lost before you were undefeated. That doesn't make any sense. To me, the greatest fighter is the one who woke up, who came out of the womb, and from that point forward, when they got into their first fight, they've never lost. That, to me, is the greatest fighter. They're undefeated through life. That's the greatest fighter to me. Now, I don't know who that person is, but when we find them, if we meet them, if I meet them, I'll say you're the greatest fighter. To me, like I said, though, it's pretty much a shut and closed case. I really truly believe that Superman can beat Goku, especially if they're in the Dragon Ball universe. Goku has a chance if they're in the DC universe. So don't think I'm just saying, oh, it's just a landslide. No. Goku has a chance if they're in the DC universe. They're in the DC universe, Goku has a chance. And if Goku does some type of planet busting move on him, Goku's gonna lose. Because Superman can breathe in space. Goku cannot. Unless you're gonna say, well, when he was a guy, he breathed in space, which is true. But even still, he cannot hold. He hasn't mastered the God transformation, so he can't just walk around like he does in Super Saiyan. You know, when as a Super Saiyan, they could just walk around because they've mastered it. He hasn't mastered the God transformation yet. So because of that, you can't say that he can just breathe in space forever. Superman can. So let me know how you guys feel about what I just said. Again, I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of love for this video because I am going against one side, one demographic of my actual subscribership of my actual fan base. I guess you can call it. I don't know if you guys are fans of mine or not. But anyway, I am going against one whole side of that. But also, let me know if you want me to do a video on the top 5 people I think will destroy Superman, because I would love to do that video. Again, I really am not a big Superman fan. I really don't like Superman like that. I really don't. Because I don't like the way he's written. I don't. But anyway, let me know how you guys feel about this video. Let me know how you feel about whether or not Goku can beat him, whether or not I'm right and Superman would destroy Goku or beat Goku. Let me know how you guys feel. I have a couple of new subscribers, and I forgot to write y'all names down, so I will put your shout outs in the description because y'all gotta get some love. I gotta shout y'all out for subscribing to the channel. Actually no, 2 of them are not posted on my subscriber page. Again, I don't know why that is. I have no idea why it is. But if you are posted on my subscriber page, I'll shout you out. Also, if you commented in my last video, I'll shout you out. So I guess that's it, guys. Like, favorite, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know how you felt about who would win in the fight. Let me know how you felt about my viewpoint on it. And we can have a conversation. Don't hesitate to disagree with me. Disagreeing is part of life, as long as you're cordial. Don't be like you're an effing idiot because you did it. You're stupid. Don't. If you say that, I'm just gonna block you. It's just not even an issue. I'm gonna block you. But if you disagree with me on a cordial level, we can have a conversation. That's cool. I'm cool with that. But anyway, like, favorite, comment, share, subscribe. I don't care if you share with your mom, your dad, your dog, your cat, your history teacher, your physics teacher. I don't care who you share with. Just make sure you share my content. Hit that subscribe button as well, and hit that little bell next to the subscribe button so that you get my content when it comes out first. I love y'all. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Shout out to everybody who commented on the last video. Love y'all. I'm SimDCsReviews, and I'll holla at y'all later. One.